we didn't expect it, so we are very happy and very pleased, especially in this category because sustainability is part of our main core value. So I'm very grateful for that.
We did celebrate it a little bit yesterday night, so maybe that's why we look tired.
So it's true that we arrived together 10 years ago in Hong Kong as a couple and to work with different companies. In 2 years after, in 2016, we started OnTheList with the mission and vision of turning inventories into opportunities. So really to help the brand to clear the past inventory that they have on hand to sell with discount to final customers. So we started with offline business model, flash sale business model in Hong Kong. Then we extended to the online one. And because we are a very partner with the brand, some brands partner, they ask us to operate outside of Hong Kong. So we quickly started to operate in Singapore, then in Taiwan, and then the big part for us was China, because in China the stock enters and it's very difficult for the brand to take the stock outside of China because of all the duties. But China was a bit like big and stressful for us as young entrepreneur. But at a point when a big brand from a very French group really asked us to operate there, okay, let's do it and let's start. So that's why in 2019 we decided to operate there. So now, 8 years after, we are operating in 7 markets in Asia with 4 permanent showrooms. So one in Hong Kong, one in Singapore, one in Shanghai, and one in Beijing, just opened last month. And when we say permanent showroom, it means that we have a location and every week we have a different brands with different flash sale happening. On top of that, we have the online presence. And we're operating with pop-ups and online in Australia, Malaysia, South Korea and Thailand, operated. And the new project of this year is Dubai, because we will start, we'll do our first flash sale event in Dubai in 2 weeks' time now.
Next week.
Next week.
It means there's a lot of people who are not yet OnTheList members, so we welcome them to come and join us to get the best deal in town. As Delphine mentioned, sustainability is part of the DNA of OnTheList. Before we were working for different brands, and most of the brands were still destroying those products. They are perfectly new, it's just that it didn't sell in stores, in the outlet, and at the end brands, they feel like, okay, maybe it's too risky to give too much of discounts in terms of brand image, and that's why the practice until recently was to just burn or dispose of all those huge quantities of products that are perfectly new. And so the idea of organizing those flash sales, this business model to bring it to Asia, was really to find a solution to avoid that waste. And so it's really part of the circular economy definition to keep in use all the resources that are used to produce any item. And when you think of luxury, it's super high quality products. So even if you recycle them, you use a lot of energy to downgrade the quality of what has been produced. So that's why we really are convinced that finding a solution to preserve the brand image. That's why OnTheList, the name by definition, is to protect who is able to come and who's able to shop at OnTheList. So it's really to partner with the brands to protect their image, but still to find a solution for all this extra inventory. And so that's why, as Delphine mentioned, to receive this award is a real honor, because since the beginning we try to find solutions to reduce waste as much as possible. So what we don't sell can go to charities. We became B Corp 2 years ago. So B Corp is a certification that is pretty pushed in terms of really the journey to get B Corp certified. You need to really show a lot of documentation, and so it's one of the really the most advanced way to show that you are doing something in the right way. And the beauty of B Corp is that it's not like you have it or not. You have points, and then it's a journey and how you can do better for all the stakeholders, meaning your shareholders, meaning your employees, meaning the community where you live in, and also the planet, the environment. So it's covering a lot of different aspects, and we hope we can continue to improve on a day-to-day.
So now in 8 years we have 8 markets, so we've been quite fast in this development. So now it's really to focus on the existing market and to make them grow, because it's true that the market where we have showrooms is more mature market, where we have big teams, a big operation team, because it's a heavy operational business model. We receive every week a lot of stock, we need to inbound, and then the business is the pace is very fast. So in few days we need to bring traffic, and then we have a new brand on a weekly basis. So it's quite heavy. So the idea is to focus more on the new, what we call the new market, and to see if we have opportunities to open showrooms, or if we prefer to keep it lighter in terms of operation and to do only online, only pop-ups. But we see that there are some markets like Thailand that are big opportunity in terms of development. So we want to focus on these existing markets for the coming years.
So as you mentioned, yeah, we are based in Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we call it Hong Kong, and so we're really proud to be a Hong Kong company and developing in Asia and now also in the Middle East. And this reward, yeah, it's nice also reward for the team. They're working super hard. So it shows that we are trying to do something in the right way. Will it change something? That we'll let you know in a couple of weeks, months, if we have more leads, more brands connecting, and more people visiting the sales. But it's always nice. So we really thank Veolia to have chosen on the list for that reward.
Yeah, and as an entrepreneur, it's always nice to have, and yes, it means a lot for me.
The best is to download the app, because then you will have all the access of any sales happening at OnTheList, and then you can also visit the website or come to the showrooms. So you type OnTheList on Google, and you will find us easily.